All right. Okay. But I haven't really see the Facebook live yet. Did I miss anything? Okay. All right. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the webinar organized by the Fuel Cell Institute, also known in Malay as Institute Cellfuel or Cellfuel for short, in collaboration with UCAM Shape of University Kebangsaan Malaysia. Good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to welcome you to our pivotal discussion on Malaysia's transition towards a low carbon and hydrogen economy, the importance of human capital development by universities. My name is Lim Ken Long, an associate professor and a senior research fellow at Cellfuel. I'm honored to serve as your moderator today. Before we delve into the heart of our discussion, allow me to share a brief history of our institute. The journey of fuel cell and hydrogen research at UCAM commenced in 1995. By 2006, with the endorsement of the Ministry of Higher Education, the establishment of the Fuel Cell Institute, or Cellfuel, marked a significant milestone. We take pride in being Malaysia's pioneering research institute dedicated to fuel cell and hydrogen energy technologies for over 2 decades. Our focus has been on developing indigenous technologies and building the nation human capacity in this field. Over the years, we have primarily offered research-based programs. By recognizing the evolving needs of our students, we are now poised to introduce a new coursework-based program. This initiative is designed for those eager to learn about our technologies without the commitment to research. Please allow us a few moments to present a video introducing this new program. All right, thank you. The launch of the Hydrogen Economic Technology Roadmap, HETR, in October 2023 during the iGEM event marked a historical moment. It represents a cornerstone of our national energy transition roadmap and aligns with the strategic direction set forth in the 12th Malaysian Plan. The bargaining interest in hydrogen and related technologies, evidenced by the recent introduction of the Toyota Mirai hydrogen fuel cell car in Peninsular Malaysia, signals a promising era for hydrogen and fuel cell technologies in our nation. Today, we have the honor of hosting Dr. Nurul Ashikin Kamaruzaman from the National Nanotechnology Center, NNC. Dr. Ashikin holds a bachelor's degree in industrial chemistry, a master's degree in analytical chemistry, and a PhD in chemistry. With her extensive academic and professional background in chemistry and policy development, spearheads the HETR project. Her role is critical in navigating the path towards a sustainable, low-carbon economy, leveraging the potential of the emerging hydrogen economy. Our session today, including Dr. Ashikin's talk, which will span about 45 minutes, followed by a 15 minutes Q&A segment. We encourage you to actively participate by posting your questions and comments on our Facebook and YouTube platforms. Without further delay, I'm delighted to invite Dr. Ashikin to share her invaluable perspective with us. Dr. Ashikin, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ken. share the slide. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening. Today, I will talk on the Malaysia transition towards a low carbon and hydrogen economy, which is the importance of human capital development by universities. I'm Dr. Anshikin will give some of the introductions about our HETR, Hydrogen Economy and Technology Roadmap. Okay, as we know that what is the hydrogen economy? Maybe hydrogen economy is a new to some of Malaysians. So
Dr.
hydrogen
Ashiki,
is an environment. Yeah.
I have to interrupt you for a while. I think you haven't shared your slide in the full presentation mode. It is still in the it's not in the presentation mode.
Okay, so
if you click full screen mode, so it's still
is that in the presentation? No.
Not exactly. I can still see your. I mean, I can see your YouTube. The PowerPoint. It's just that it's not in the presentation.
Okay. Dr. Ken can see still. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not in the full screen mode.
Oh, not in the full. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the PowerPoint. Yeah.
Okay. Is that in the?
Can you click the presentation? Slide mode. Yeah, presentation slide mode. Is that possible?
Yeah, I already in the presentation mode.
Maybe you are sharing. You are using two screen, right? Maybe it's the second screen that is not
sharing. Sorry. So is that full mode?
No.
Full in the presentation? No.
It's still in the PowerPoint form. Is there any Mr. Shami or any technical staff that can help?
Okay. Can see it? Or still same?
Not yet. Not yet. I haven't seen anything yet. Dr. Nurul, can you share the slide to Dr. Wong?
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry for the technical issue.
Still not seen yet.
Yeah, not seen yet. It's in the form of a PowerPoint. So yeah, so the wording is a bit small if it's to share in such a way. Dr. Nurul, can you send in the form of PowerPoint?
PowerPoint, okay.
Yeah, I think Dr. Wong is requesting. Yeah.
Okay.
How? Mr. Shami, is that okay? Seems like the technical is still downloading the slides that you just sent to them. Well,
Yeah.
since while waiting for them to download, maybe we have some discussion about this HCTR a little bit. How this HCTR is coined, maybe. Maybe Dr. Ashigan can brief us a little bit on when does the HCTR actually started, and when as I've also involved partly in the HCTR, I know that it is actually took quite times for us to come out with the roadmap. So maybe Dr. Ashikin can actually do some introduction about the HDR.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, the HDR, the actual plans is for the 6 months to develop that HTTL. But we the real one we do to develop the HTTL is about 2 years. It takes times 2 years because we have to engage with the 40 partner, and the stakeholder in the hydrogen players, in governments and also agency, private and industry also. So that's why we have to take the not a 6 month. I think 6 months is short to develop it because we want to see the projections to economy, to the hydrogen economy, because it takes about 30 years work map. Even though that this work map is a living document, which is means maybe for the 10 years we have to revise again to see which maybe they have some changes in the document, and we have to revise with per year, something like that.
Okay, that's pretty big and ambitious plan for having a HETR to be a living document for the next 10, 30 years. So since
Yeah.
the launching of the HETR, since I think October 2023, have you received any like requests from the industry or even the other national other countries about how we are going to implement our hydrogen economy technology roadmap?
Yeah. We get a lot of what you call for the discussion something and engagement. We have also get the interview
Mm-hmm.
request for interview from the IRENA, UK, and
Mm-hmm.
also the Japan,
Mm-hmm.
and also Deloitte, the industry from
Mm-hmm.
the we call international part. But for the local company or international company that based in the Malaysia, also we get the engagement. We get the offshore
Mm-hmm.
MMHE. We also get the from the uh, what you call a plan for the
Mm-hmm.
airport, something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
also with the state, Perak State, Selangor
Sure.
State, they also interest to know what is the hydrogens.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And but right now we more to the Sarawak because Sarawak is move forward.
Yep.
They have developed the hydrogen.
Yeah, definitely. I do think that in Malaysia, Sarawak is actually progressing very fast. In fact,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
has been doing a lot on the hydrogen. So
yeah,
I think the slide here right now. Are you able to see it right now?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll pass the floor to you.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry for the technical issue. Okay. So today I want to talk about the Malaysia transitions towards a low carbon and hydrogen economy, which we focus to the importance of human capital development by universities. Okay, next. What is hydrogen economy? The hydrogen is an environmental friendly resource that when it combusted, it produces only pure water and heat, making it an important part of any clean energy portfolio. And hydrogen has a potential to replace fossil fuel as a low carbon energy resource. Uh, Hydrogen is also like other renewable energy sources is considered as a carbon nature. We know that by 2050, country Malaysia needs to go for the zero carbon. So we need move forward to achieve that the zero carbon initiative. However, the unique feature of hydrogen that makes it inclusive is its potential in the circular economy model, which is industry players from various sectors and economic landscape can benefit from. The hydrogen economy, it has potential to get a new industry and boost the country economic growth. Then, uh, of course, the job creation to technology penetration across the hydrogen economic value chain have a positive socioeconomic impact by ensuring job security, supplying power to remote region and rural areas. And it can provide a cleaner environment with less pollution to citizens to live. Hydrogen generation via electrolyzer, gasification reactors, and plasmolysis, as well as no yeah, as well transportation storage have a direct economic impact. Okay, next. Okay, hydrogen economy actually is linked with the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) that are set up by the United Nations General Assembly in 2015, which it aims to achieve four sectors by 2030, which is economic, technology, social, and environmental. So, with the hydrogen economy, we have to increase economic growth with revenue of more than USD dollar 2.5 trillion per year, which is we refer to SDG 12, responsible consumption and productions. Then we also focus on SDG 9 to the industry, innovation and infrastructure that aims to shift the automotive industry from the internal combustion engines to hydrogen power vehicles. And hydrogen also used in the transportation, heating system and power generation strengthen the global hydrogen society referred to as SDG 11, which is the sustainable cities and community for rapid urbanization, demographic and social change. Meanwhile, for the sustainable environment is implementing reliable and sustainable energy for all referred to SDG 7, affordable and clean energy and alternative sources to address net zero carbon emission that refer to the SDG 13, climate change. Okay, next. Okay, for the hydrogen value chains, we focus to the productions, storage and transportation. Then after that, the reconversions, and last, end use. Okay, when we develop the HCTR, we have find the local key player in the current technology, such as we know that Petronas right now is more for the petroleum, and they want to move forward to the hydrogen, to the Gentari. That Sarawak Energy, yeah, they also lead in the Malaysia for the hydrogen. UMW, SAMDABI, that Nano Malaysia is Nano Malaysia already developed the HCTR with the NNC, and the Celcom, MMC, Linde, Airpodat, and also Liquid. They're also the hydrogen player in the Malaysia, and they have we call the in here they have a UTM for the in the university, because UTM already have the hydrogen fuel cell. Okay, next. Okay, for the global initiative, many countries working to decarbonize various sectors, such as the transportation, energy, and industry, which is the hydrogen playing an important roles in this part. So leading economies such as Japan, Australia, Germany, South Korea, and China, they already released the nation's strategic roadmaps and announced the stimulus package to support the hydrogen technology development. So this effort to increase the industry competitiveness and hydrogen uptake for the domestic use and export to global markets. Currently, they share the green hydrogen production is insignificant. As a result, strategy are being developed to increase hydrogen production using renewable energy sources or other methods that could contribute to low carbon emissions. That's benchmarking for initiative in every country. We can see that some of the country in the screen from the global perspectives, EU clean hydrogen strategy, France hydrogen strategy, that United States is more to the roadmap to hydrogen economy, Japan's, Korea, and also the Australia. And the Australia, they more focused to the project, hydrogen project in the Queensland. Okay, next. However, the ASEAN country, including the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, and Brunei, also increasingly embracing hydrogen as an alternative energy source, which is demonstrate a general commitment to sustainable and innovative energy solutions. In 2018, Philippines and Indonesia, they have collaborated with the Toyota on hydrogen applications. That's the early regional efforts in the ASEANs. This collaboration more focused on the research and development, R&D, for the hydrogen power technologies. While Malaysia have launched her hydrogen fuel cell bus and cars in Sarawak in the 2019. They plan to expand across the Peninsula Malaysia that show the country commitments to incorporate hydrogen into the transportation sector. And this move is consistent with the global trends towards promoting clean and sustainable mobility solutions. But in the 2019, we can see the Thailand demonstrate hydrogen microfig, reflect the country to integrate hydrogen into the energy infrastructure, while the Singapore collaborate with the Japanese energy company to build low emission building power by hydrogen. It shows that the country commitment to incorporating hydrogen into urban planning and construction. While Brunei, they export hydrogen for liquefied natural gas, LNG, to Japan. That highlight the country's status as the hydrogen exporter. This international collaboration established Brunei as a key player in the global hydrogen market and helps to strengthen energy ties with Japan. So it shows the collective effort to adopt hydrogen technology reflect a shared understanding of hydrogen potential as a clean and versatile energy carrier. The diverse application we range from transportation to power generation and export, demonstrate the multifaceted approach taken by these nations. This regional momentum is consistent with global efforts to transition to renewable energy sources and reduce carbon emissions. Okay, next. Next. So, what's next? Malaysian commitment to a low carbon, hydrogen-based economy stem from an understanding of the environmental and economic benefit of sustainable practices. This transition entails embracing cleaner energy sources, reduce carbon emission, and implement cutting-edge technology. So the HCTR is a government initiative to transition a low carbon and hydrogen economy. Next. So what is a HCTR? HCTR vision is to become a leading hydrogen economic country by 2050 while achieving the world decarbonization targets. In the meantime, its mission is to develop a robust and competitive ecosystem across the hydrogen value chain to accelerate technological advancement. Then it has three goals, which is hydrogen to be a cornerstone for a new energy economy in Malaysia, and Malaysia take a lead among ASEAN countries for the hydrogen supply chains. Malaysia want to achieve a sustainable energy mix to diversification and increase cleaner energy shares in Malaysia energy mix. And lastly, to address domestic consumption, stability, security of energy, sustaining international energy trading, and decarbonize emissions. Okay, next. So, as I tell before this, the HCTL take 2 years to develop it because we have to see the others policies and roadmaps that Malaysian governments have developed. So HCTL is aligned with the other policy and roadmaps, include the 12 Malaysia plans, alignment K12, Malaysia Renewable Energy Roadmap, National Energy Policy 2020-2040 DTN, then National Energy Transition Roadmap NETR, and last the New Industrial Master Plan 2030. And the HCTL need to report to the National Energy Policy and DTN. Okay, next. Okay, in the Alignment K12 or 12 Malaysia plans, they have allied the hydrogens in that documents, which is the NEP's expression for long-term low carbon in the energy sector and the trend of transition from fossil to renewable source. It's also aligned with the goal of becoming a low carbon country using hydrogen as alternative energy to reduce GHG emissions by up to 45% during 2030. Then it can help increase green mobility to vehicle for aviation, marine, and land transport in order to meet the carbon offset target. To accelerate green initiative that will increase sustainable socio-economic development by expand the green market by 2025, as well as RDC&I, creating opportunity for local hydrogen technology innovation to enter the market that match industry demand. In addition, green job opportunity are being created to support the circular economy in the hydrogen sector. Then, furthermore, the unsustainable consumption and production practice is most sectors of the country result in inefficient resource use and a large amount of waste that are providing biomass industry potential by encourage the use of high added value biomass product via hydrogen generation. So next. So hydrogen, HCTR also align with the target of the LMK 12, DTN, and Malaysia Madani aspirations, such as to boost revenue and productivity in export, mobility, power generation, industrial heating, and non-energy. Second one is to promote green growth expansion in the transportation sector, which is we focus also with the light vehicles, pickup, trucks, buses, and heavy vehicles. And the third one, to strengthen Malaysia's position as a key hydrogen player in Asia Pacific. And last, the fourth, to strengthen the labor market by creating job opportunity through the hydrogen economy. And for the last one, to increase national intellectual capability and capacity in hydrogen technology. Okay, next. So in the HETR, we have 5 strategic thrusts, 9 strategies, and 29 action plans. So for the first strategic thrust, which is more to the governance system. And the second one is more to the facilitate the environment and economic instruments. And the third one, to accelerate commercial of technology to enable export and domestic uptake, which is the strategic task 2 and 3 is more focused to the industry players. And the strategic task 4 more focused to the capacity development and capability enhancement, which is we want to building a competent and adaptive talent on hydrogen economy. And the last one, we need strategic task 5 is a communication, education, public, and awareness, which is after, because the hydrogen is a new in Malaysia, so we need to give the education awareness to the Malaysians to the acculturation and acceleration of hydrogen economy, which is we want to give the positive perception. Hydrogen is more green energy and giving the cleaner environments. Okay, next. Okay, this is for the project On the slide is a projection of two scenarios of HTL over a 30-year period. We take the consideration of various parameter and condition to provide a comprehensive approach the potential impact of hydrogen-related initiative on key indicators. From this, we can see the scenario based on the hydrogen production volume, final energy, consumptions, GDP contributions, greenhouse gas GHG emission reduction value, and the focus on economic emission more to the blue and green hydrogen that coupled with the end use demand. It based on the information we gather from the stakeholder engagement during we develop the HETL documents. The positive relationship between the increased volume production and total industrial volume TIV is an important finding with implication for economic growth and job creations. Okay, next. Okay, as I mentioned for the strategic thrust 2 and 3, they're more for the industry key player. So mostly have already support projects we call the mobile hydrogen refueling station. This is the first of in the Peninsula Malaysia that it collaborate with the Petronas, UMW Berhad, Nano Malaysia Berhad NMB, and also the MGTC. And this project is focused on the technology development and demonstrate in hydrogen transport and mobility using fuel cell electric vehicle FCV for the hydrogen mobility. We can say that just a test run first before we apply to the public. And we get a Toyota Mirai from the UMW Berhad to test run. And for this project for the duration is 6 to 12 months. And the Petronas, we give the Petronas mobile hydrogen dispenser, and the hydrogen produced in Bangi, PLTSB. And we maybe apply with the Petronas station, and the production of the hydrogen is estimate about 9,000 kilogram hydrogen. We can see that the collaborative capacity and Pathfinder project, this is leading to commercial viable venture along the hydrogen value chain are highly encouraged. So, next. Then the SEDC Energy Sdn Berhad in the Sarawak. As I mentioned, Sarawak already move. They have their production plant, hydrogen production plant, and refueling station, which is Sarawak State. They have initiative for the Kuching Urban Transportation System, KUTS. The hydrogen production and refueling station in the Darul Hana, Kuching. And they have also developed the prototype autonomous rapid transit in Kuching and Kota Samarahan. And SEDC also have another two projects. They works in the Japan and the South Korea, which is the Hornbill project and Hibiscus project. For the Hornbill project, they focus on the production of green hydrogen using electrolyzed water for the domestic use and export also to the Japan. And this project collaborate with the Japanese oil firm INEOS and Sumitomo Corporation. And it can become the Sarawak hydrogen hub in Bintulu. For the second project is develop green hydrogen derivative facility that collaborate with the South Korea multinational companies, Samsung Engineering, POSCO, and Lotto Chemicals. And from this initiative, this project, these refueling stations, and also develop the transportation, ATL, it will establish a new hydrogen-based industries, especially in the Sarawak, such as the manufacture of electrolyzer, fuel cells, and also the green chemical industry. Okay, next. Then the Petronas Research Sendiak Berat, PLSV, that supply the hydrogen for the MHRS project. They will, in the Bangi, they have a hydrogen gas production technology facility. And for the UMW Toyota Motor Sendian Berhad, UMWT, they have already launched the Beyond Zero initiative in this month, February, which is initiative to promote a greener environment and reduce carbon emission for Malaysians. They have the prototype of the Toyota Mirai FCEV, again FCEV and Hilux FCEV, and Sora bus, which is Sora is acronym for the sky, ocean, river, and air that are powered by hydrogen fuel cells. Okay, next. This is the activity during the launching and after launching. And during the after we launch, we have one we call forum with the speaker, international speaker from the Aina Gentari, we as the speaker to take for the to discuss about the HCTR. Okay, next. Okay, for this, we can see that the Malaysia move towards a low carbon and hydrogen economy. That's important for the human capital developments in shape for the shaping the country long-term future. That relationship between education, research, and technology, emphasizing the importance of a university working together to equip the workforce with the skill and knowledge needed for this transformative journey. So Malaysia can position itself as a global leader in the movement for a more sustainable and environmentally by making strategic investment in education and research. You can see that the trend in hydrogen-related research publication by Malaysia Higher Education Institution from 2000 to 2021 that increased beginning in 2008 that show the growing interest and focus on hydrogen-related research with Malaysia academic landscape. They have 10 university active in publication research with the University Kebangsaan Malaysia. They have published nearly 500 publication until within this 21 years. Okay, next. Okay, this is the Malaysian strategic and action plans. So we have strategized and action plans have been integrated into the strategic task force, which is the capacity development and capability enhancements. The action plans are outlined in strategic Task Force demonstrate Malaysian target and collaborative approach to talent development in hydrogen technology. This strategic task emphasize the importance of develop human capital, improving capabilities and encourage collaboration among government entities, private sector and industry. Okay, this plan are also supported by the MOHE, Ministry of Higher Education, that involve key stakeholder and various ministries to ensure the comprehensive and effective implementation. Next. Okay, from the previous slide, the first action plan is to leverage hydrogen talent development and increase awareness of hydrogen-related education and career path. They have a 3 short-term goals. MOHL will lead the development of green job guidelines, specification and skill required by national occupational skill standards and professional course to build hardcore skills. The development green work guide will use as the reference for the skill and qualification required for the individuals and industry which is entering this field, hydrogen, as well as ensuring a standard skill set and recognition in the industry based on certification and skill required for hydrogen-related jobs to the National Occupational Skills Standard. So the creation of professional course to develop hardcore skill among individuals pursuing career in the hydrogen technology in order to ensure that the workforce is adequately equipped to contribute to a low carbon and hydrogen economy. Meanwhile, KBS will take lead the developing a syllabus module on hydrogen technologies. They're more focused to the TVEC. They want to develop a syllabus module on hydrogen technology is a significant step towards aligned education curriculum with industry involving needs. Okay, for the second action plan is the Continuous Development Program (CPD) for the hydrogen expert and education, which is aims to reach 525 experts from the higher education institutions, research institution, and industry. This also led by MOHR, the CPD initiative, ensuring that professionals and education receive continuous training and updates in the rapidly evolving field of hydrogen technologies. Others ministry, industry, and agency also support the development of competent and adaptable talent in the strategic task force. So from this strategic task, it show the Malaysia intends to create a strong framework for capacity development and capability enhancement in higher education, training and research by bringing together the government, private sector and industry, thereby contribute to the successful realization of a low carbon and hydrogen economy. Okay, next. So, the Malaysia hydrogen economy and technology development not only contribute to the environmental sustainability, but it also opens up significant market opportunity in a variety of sectors such as production and manufacturing, mobility and transport, education and energy sectors. Several market opportunities emerge as the nation embrace hydrogen as a clean energy carrier and invest in technological advancement. Okay, next. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nurashkin. Something that is very insightful about HETR, and since the launching of HETR, there's some updates about the activities that has been done by HETR. And I saw that there are two main activities. I think one is actually in the Sarawak, and the other one is actually the one that is dealing with Petronas.
MHRS.
The mobility.
MHRS.
So thank you also Dr. Ashikin for promoting our university, because we are one of the top university that
Yeah.
producing a lot of papers on hydrogen and fuel cell technologies. In fact, I would like
Yeah,
to also
they have
suggest, if possible, also put our logo inside the hydrogen value chain. Actually, UKM is involved in almost every activities that is being said in the hydrogen value chain. For instance, the
yeah,
Petronas electrolyzer, UKM is part of the partner actually. SEDC, when they start the project, it is also, they come to UKM first to discuss about all these implementation of hydrogen. So UKM play a
yeah,
very important role actually throughout the whole value chain. And that is the reason why we are promoting to you about the program that we have right now in hydrogen
yeah.
low carbon and hydrogen economy technologies
Energy
in
economy.
universities. Yes. May I have I think the technician sorry, the technical support to post any questions that is actually from the audience. Is there any questions from the audience? I see, I saw one. Probably is also on capital, what do you call that, building. How Malaysia could preserve professionals like PhD and Master of Science candidates, talent to be engaged well in the in these hydrogen energy sectors, because most of the postgraduate talents will find another pathway. This question is actually from Mr. Najib Ikmal. Dr. Ashikin, would you like
Yeah.
to? Yeah.
Sorry.
Is
PhD candidate. Okay. Actually, for the MOSTI, we have engaged with the industry such as the Petronas, UMW, and also the SEDC, and so on. So for the candidate talents, can show that slide. The
do you want the slide to be shown?
yeah,
Mr.
for
Shami,
the
can you?
strategic task force, page 20. Okay, from here, for the candidate, we have take the strategic task for the development talent, the building the computer and testing talents. So we need a syllabus module on hydrogen technology and green job guidelines. So which is we need the Mohe support this, and Mohe will support to the university develop the syllabus this one, and also we have to uh, have the awareness in hydrogen related education and career pathway.
Okay, thank you, Dr.
So
Ashikin.
this
I
is
think yeah. I think the main questions was actually how do we address the brain drain? I guess from what Mr. Najib trying to say, how do we
yeah.
address the brain drain issue in Malaysia, especially for the hydrogen experts that we have in Malaysia? Because if you look at the presentation you have mentioned just now, ASEAN countries, especially Singapore, is very aggressive in developing their
Yeah.
hydrogen technology as well. I believe Malaysia will be
Yeah.
attracted to the exchange rate of three times. Right? So how does Malaysia ministry going to address about this issue when we do produce hydrogen expert, but then most of the expert the tendency of the expert may be attracted to Singapore. I guess that's the main reason.
Okay. That's why in the Sarawak, they moving faster to the hydrogen sector, and mostly also doing engagement with the Sarawak State and also the Petronas. That's why we introduced the MHLS project, because if this MHLS successful, so we can the Petronas maybe can produce a lot of the station, and that's we need a lot of the talents.
All right,
Is that
thank you,
okay?
Dr. Ashikin. Yeah,
Uh,
thank you so
uh,
much. Actually, as part of promotion as well, I just would like to share with you about how UKM's graduates actually being attracted to, being absorbed to Petronas. In fact, TNP also have already took some of our graduates right before, even before their graduation. So that's how most of the companies in Malaysia trying to take the talents or try to retain our talents in Malaysia. Of course, I do believe that if you are good enough, definitely we are able to attract more talents. And of course,
yeah,
hydrogen need resources. Basically, you have to produce resources, and not every country has the resources to produce hydrogen, and Malaysia has the capacity
yeah,
to do so. So definitely, Malaysia will be one of the choice. All right. So we move to the
yeah,
next question. Yeah, the questions from Wong Wai Yin is about: is there any portal at the ministry level which allows the public to search for relevant courses to hydrogen from all education providers? Because I believe a lot of people would like to learn about that, but they have no idea where to begin. Of course, UKM is one of them, but I believe there are more education provider, right?
So okay, actually, for the portal, mostly portal we just have for the policy and what maps only. If you want to search or want to read the HTTL, you can just go to the mostly portal, search for the policy, and they have a lot of policy and roadmap that developed by Mosty there. But for the relevant courses, I think is more relevant to the Mohe. I
All right.
think more relevant to the Mohe, because Mohe function is more for the higher education,
Yep.
mostly just to develop the technology.
Mm. Definitely,
Just
I
have
do
to
agree with that.
develop the yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I guess they need to be a cross ministry collaboration. For instance, I also heard Dr. Ashikin talk about MOHR, Ministry of Human Resource. Also,
Yeah.
they are doing
Yeah.
CPD training. So I believe
Yeah.
it will be good that actually there's a cross ministry platform that can actually provide education provider on hydrogen related
Yeah.
to either MOHE or MOHR, or even mostly maybe you
Oh,
have companies who are willing to provide CPR training. So I'm not quite sure, but
yeah.
it would be a good platform to do so if there's a chance to do so, because HETR has the budget to do so, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so we move to the next questions from Fatin Zahira. Fatin Zafira. Uh, Dr. Ashkin, thank you for the great sharing. Just want to know, what is the most challenging part for us to move forward in hydrogen energy? Any platform we can track the hydrogen energy advancement conducted by your organization?
Okay. For the platform, actually, mostly is more focused to the technology, hydrogen technology only, because if we see in the HCTR document, they have the we call the uh, what we call this. Sorry.
Ministry in charge,
They have
or
three cluster. No, they have a three cluster. So the three cluster, they have to report to the main organization, main HCTR. So for the three cluster is mostly one of the technologies to develop about technologies. Then for the transportation and storage to I think the MITI and the
MOT.
one.
The transportation and
MITI,
storage is MOT,
sorry,
Ministry of the
MOT.
Transportation. Yeah, yeah.
And
And the last one,
another one is MITI to the commercial part.
commercialization.
Uh,
Yeah.
So challenging part in that we can track actually hydrogen energy advancement conduct with the organization. Okay, we mostly focus to the technology only, but for the we need for industry, more to the industry and also to the MITI.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dr. Shikin. I think I can add on a little bit because I was there during the roundtable discussion. So basically, HCTR, there will be a national council or studying committees to monitor
Yeah,
these
staying community.
committees to monitor the progress of the projects that's being what do you call that, approved under HCTR. Well, if you're asking about the platform of tracking the progress, I couldn't answer that because I'm not really in that, what do you call that, in the position to answer that. But I believe mostly is actually doing something on that to track the progress. But I'm not sure whether it will be eligible for the public to see that. But for those who are in Peninsula, please, maybe you can look at the MHRS project. It is kind of something that is but just launched, I think, not 2 days ago, I think, in Meranti Technology
Yeah,
Park, I think. Yeah, am I? All
yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Meranti Technology Park.
And I want to add on for the previous question. Actually, right now, this year we want to do some we call the repository. That the technology in this in Malaysia, we want to some like that the database hydrogen technology that already in the Malaysia, and maybe that question say the platform is that can answer the question because but the project is this year. We want to take the database from our stakeholder, our partner, and the ministry to we call the mapping the current technology in the Malaysia. So we can see maybe in the Sarawak they have a lot of technology in terms of the transport, that refueling cell. But in the Malaysia, maybe more focus. Let's say, for the example, in the Selangor, they have the Petronas research PLV
Yeah.
for the production of the hydrogen. Uh, so the question that the platform maybe that platform is refer to that database after this, not
Okay.
in the near
All right.
not current.
Yeah.
Because
So from the previous discussion, I do heard about we are trying to build a database to keep track of who is the hydrogen main player or fuel cell main player in Malaysia, so that database is actually able to refer. That's what I understand, right? Am I
yeah,
understand correctly?
yeah. So the others, let's say for the others industry, maybe want to collaborate something like that. They know the other industry can be the collaboration, something like that. They don't have to find it,
Okay. So
but they not a
maybe we move.
system.
Oh, yeah.
They not a system, only a database.
Database. All right. Not a
Uh,
system.
uh,
All right.
just a
Okay.
platform for
So
us.
probably we move on to next questions, because I think most of the people who understand who would like to know about hydrogen is also about trying to know about the cost as well. So I think there are a few questions about the cost, but I put only one of them by Mohammad Hisham Mukrin. I think this is from the financial sector, maybe. Are these initiatives ready for commercializations for banks to finance with acceptable repayment risk? Maybe Dr. Ashiki can answer that.
Okay, for the initiative, actually, they have, if we see in the action plan, they have initiative. We plan, we target. So, initiative is maybe become from governments, from the DE, we call the duit pembangunan, and also maybe from the others industry, and also in the international, because they have international, they were coming to give the funding to Malaysia if they already have a good proposal to building something pilot hydrogen in Malaysia for the development.
Okay, all right, thank you. So let me see if there are a few more questions. When can we pay the package? What's the next move after? I think I just read from the username, love yourself. Basically, I think Dr. Kim have already answer what's next after the MHRS and refilling station in Bangi, right? So this is actually a pilot program, and then we see what we'll be doing later. There are some questions about research grant. Maybe mostly is also one of the what I call the stakeholders that actually provide grants. So they are one of the questions is actually, is there any special research grants allocated for this hydrogen economy project from mostly or other bodies?
Okay, for the special research grant, actually, we know that mostly funding is more to the commercialization, not only for the hydrogen energy, but also for the others sector. And for this year, the hydrogen is one of the focus for mostly fund, and I think can go if they if already have the prototype, can and want to go for the commercial, maybe can apply for the mostly fund.
Okay, so there are a few there are many mostly grants available, especially for those from companies. If you have a TRL more than 4 and above, is it 4 and above? I think.
For and above.
Even there are certain grants, TRL 1 or 2, that is eligible for you to apply.
For the TLN 1 and 2 is actually for the KPT, for the Mohi. Mohi fund.
So 2 and above.
Okay. Mostly more focused to go, they have a prototype, go for the commercial. So mostly can give a fund, because the amount of the funding mostly give, I think, 1 million above.
So okay, so we move on to the next questions. But because we are running out of time, I will try to get as many questions as possible. But if it is almost there, then I'll cut short then. We'll pick one from Miss Haikal. Haikal Shiran, I think it's Mr. Right. Within these 2 years of HETR development, does it only focus in energy industry only? How about this petrochemical industry, example, green renewable energy chemicals?
Okay, actually, we not focus on the energy industry only. We also have the engagement with the Linde, also the liquid, liquid air, and also with the others industry.
I see.
And the engagement, 40 stakeholder we engage it. We also engage with the we call FMM.
FMM, all right. Okay, so
Yeah, FMM.
mainly it's not just only the energy industry, but also other green renewable chemicals as well.
Yeah.
Do Malaysia have any plan for green ammonia? I think that I guess that is the main
Yeah.
focus.
Not
Ammonia.
actually we call hydrogen. Hydrogen they
Mhm.
have a few of types. They have
Mm.
a blue hydrogen, pink hydrogen, turquoise hydrogen, and also the green hydrogen. So the ammonia is I think blue hydrogen.
Okay. All right.
Um,
So
for
yep.
the first step, maybe we go for the ammonia.
Mm, all right. Okay,
Uh,
sure. Sorry, because it's almost is the time's up, almost up. Yeah, I already get some message coming in. So I guess I have to stop here. I know there are a few more questions that's coming up. Thank you so much for your engagement, but unfortunately, I cannot take the questions anymore. But I believe Dr. Ashikin has posted her email on the last slide. You'll be able
yeah,
to contact her if you have any questions on that. We are more than happy to help you to connect you with Dr. Ashike if you couldn't find her. But last but not least, we would like to again promote to you that actually Fuel Cell Institute, just out from the fresh from the oven, basically, we have been awarded as the high COE from the Ministry of Higher Education in the field of fuel cell and applications. So basically, we are right now is at the national status of the reference center for fuel cell and hydrogen technologies. So if you would like to know more about hydrogen, definitely I would really promote to you that this is one of the universities that you should consider. And the program that we are actually offering is really new yet. Last year, I think we just started last semester. So it will be something that is very insightful for you. And we are trying to incorporate whatever that we have in Malaysia about hydrogen and also what happens in internationally about hydrogen into the course. Of course, we don't talk about just hydrogen, but we also include courses, technologies under low carbon technologies and low carbon economy. So definitely, hydrogen is one of the main players or main substitution to facilitate the transition from fossil fuel into renewable energies. Without hydrogen, it is not possible to really transit to fully renewable energies society. You can't depend only one storage option, which is battery. That is currently everyone is talking about that. But at large scales energy storage, hydrogen will still be one of the options, and that is one thing that we can't run away. All right. So thank you so much for all of you, the time that you have spent with us. I conclude this webinar with that. Yeah, I conclude this webinar and see you in the near future. All right. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ashkin.
Okay, thank you.
So for further information about our program, you can actually refer to the comments in Facebook and maybe YouTube's as well. They will put in some brochure and flyers link or the exact PDF file in the comments. So thank you so much and bye bye. You can scan the QR code for the certificates. Am I right? Yeah, certificates, I think.